Alright, we're here for another league with this Bant deck. And I made a couple changes. I cut the Archmage's Charm for Mana Leak, and cut the Teferi for Narset. And I'm already liking the way that Mana Leak looks compared to Archmage's Charm. This is probably ad nauseum, if I had to guess. Yep. So the path in our hand is useless, but the rest of the hand is very good here. Remanding this Lotus Bloom is going to be really nice. The Mana Leak is really good as well. Remanding Lotus Bloom when it's coming off of Suspend is basically like countering it. It just buys so much time and it takes them off of so much mana for so long. Wilt is really strong in this matchup actually. I assume this is Pentabrism. Yeah. They're gonna let that one resolve. They don't have another land, so as much as I would prefer to Growth Spiral here, I think I'm just gonna Wilt here and make sure that like nothing funky happens. Alright, I'm gonna remand this Lotus Bloom here, which basically makes it useless. That felt pretty good. Even though they spent no mana on it, it took them, 3 turns in order to get to playing that. Alright. I would assume that this is a Phyrexian on life. Yes. Okay. I think I'm gonna play Windswept Heath and pass, and hopefully we get a chance to Factor Fiction. We can also Growth Spiral while holding up Mana Leak. That's another thing that we can do. They can't necessarily cast Ad Nauseam. They would have to have land plus Spirit Guide, and then get the triple Spirit Guide. Alright, I'm gonna grab a Hallowed Fountain. I'm going to Factor Fiction. Hopefully we get some counter spells off of this. There's a lot of good stuff here. I feel like I'm just gonna take the counterspell pile. I guess they think they can play through it. I'm not sure why. This is weird to me. So I think I'm supposed to go grab a... Oh wait, if I grab Mystic Sanctuary, I can't actually cast the Wilt this turn. So I guess I'm Urrowing. Not really in danger of dying here. I have Force plus Leak. They don't know about the Leak, is why this can work. I'm gonna Urrow. I'll play the Field of the Dead. It keeps us kind of far away from making zombies, but I'm not sure that that's the way we're winning the game anyways. I guess I kind of want a green source though. Nah, I'll play Field of Ruin. So I can fetch and get Mystic Sanctuary with that trigger on the stack to put the card on top. I can crack the field. Oh, what's up, man? You're back at it, filling orders now, even inventory. Nice. Yeah, this is game 1. Alright, so they have a ad nauseam in their hand. Our opponent's been missing land drops, so they just drew that land for turn. They revealed an ad nauseam. I think I let those resolve and I'm gonna fight over the spoils. Oh, okay. So you're just using it to scry. I don't see why I wouldn't want the Wilt here, so let's see here. So next turn, they're gonna have 7 mana. I guess I don't really care about the Wilt. I think the remand is actually better here, because I can remand the Lotus Bloom again. Yeah, I think if I remand the Lotus Bloom, I'm probably just gonna win that way. They scoop to the remand. I guess they know that I have Cryptic plus Force of Negation, but I didn't really expect them to scoop. I mean, I'll take it. terms of boarding, there's not much. Dovin's Veto is really good. So is Veil. Veil for Pact Negation mainly. There's not really anything else. I don't think Ashiok's good. I guess Shark Typhoon's interesting because it's a instant speed win con, whereas the rest are like this sorcery speed nonsense. Path does nothing, but sometimes they play really stupid cards in their deck, like Sphinx of the Final Word. But that thing is like hexproof and can't be countered, right? So I can't really interact with that, even if I wanted to. I don't know if they're still doing that, but that was always really annoying. It doesn't look like they are anymore from lists I'm seeing. Looks like they're just full in on combo. They have like Thought Seizes and Veils and Pact Negation. Makes sense. So if that's the case, I can just cut all the paths. And I guess Surgical is slightly better than Path. Ever so slightly. In case if we like counter a ad nauseum at some point, it can do a lot. But having the Wilt's main deck is really good for us. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's not the best in the world, but Remana helps slow them down. And once we get to 4 mana, Reclamation is really good in the matchup. And Veil Summer is strong. We do need lands, but Remand helps with that too. I'll fetch. I don't need white mana. Oh, I guess there is Dovin's Veto, which I could draw for turn. They put a card on the bottom, and they're just passing, so we're not getting use of out of our Remand, which is unfortunate. But now we have Remand plus Veil. Another Pentad Prism. I think I'm just gonna Remand this to try and start cycling through the deck. They miss a land draw, that's a big deal. That Mana Leak was a really good draw. Alright, gonna jam the Reclamation. Let's get this untap going. I'm going to remand again if I'm allowed to. I don't think I want to let Pentad Prism resolve for free, even though it doesn't let me Factor Fiction this turn. I think it gives them too much mana, which is like their constraint right now. Nice, so Aggro Spiral is gonna put an extra land in play no matter what. It's really good. They're still missing land drops. We're getting too much. They're giving us too much time to develop here, which is really effective. I wasn't expecting to draw that. I think I just tuck away their Pentad Prism. This is so obnoxious. Fighting over the mana is working out very well though, because they're like missing land drops, and their combo is really expensive, and they need to be able to protect it at the same time. So this is just buying an absurd amount of time. I'm kind of debating letting this one resolve because I do like kind of actively want to Factor Fiction. I think I can still just do it on my turn though. Like I'm not sure that Remand's getting better. Or that it's getting worse, sorry. Or maybe I should just keep fighting over the mana. No, I think I want a Factor Fiction now. Like, them having 7 mana play is a lot different than 5. Like, 5 is manageable. Like, I'm not really scared of dying here. Now, if they have 7 mana, I'm, like, pretty scared of dying. Like, that's a lot more stuff that they can do. Those are two very interesting lands to reveal, because they're not blue fetches. So, like, they're not great for us, but we still want them. So our opponent might undervalue them because they're not blue fetches for Mystic Sanctuary. I really want this Force of Negation, though. Surgical I could do with or without. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the bigger pile. Alright, hopefully draw a land off of this. Okay, cool. Oh, I should have played the planes first and used it to pay for Uro so I could flash it back here. That was a punt. It's okay though. Oh, I wouldn't have the green mana anyways. I'd have triple blue, 1 green. Uh, I think I want to Mystic Sanctuary. I don't know, I kind of need a second green mana. I think I Mystic Sanctuary. And I'll get back a Fact or Fiction. They're spoilsing? I don't think I care. Unless I just really want to use my mana here. But I don't think I'm in a rush to use my mana. I think it's fine. They named Thassa's Oracle and it was just literally the next card. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure we were just had that game locked up anyways, but that was weird. But I'll take it. Alright, here for round 2. We got the quick 2-0 against Ad Nauseam last round, and this hand is gas. It needs a third land, but we have a remand, so it's a good spot to be in. I'll play a Fleshram first. Basic Plains is a Narset Mana Leak new? Yes. I cut the Archmage's Shrine for the Mana Leak because I wanted another cheap interaction spell, basically. I don't really want to force this, to be honest. It probably slows them down too much, though, so it's worth doing. I think I don't care about the Uro. And I replaced it to Fairy with the Narset. I think that I was talking with Mark the other day, and he brought up a good point about the fact that Narset being able to provide a lot more card selection for the deck is really relevant. Whereas Teferi helps create board impact, but that's it. It's not doing anything more than that. Which is very relevant. One of the reasons I thought about not force negation there is so that I could remand their 3-mana play. They just have another one anyways. I'm gonna remand it. It might make their mana awkward, or they might only have like a bounce land in hand. Nice, we drew with our land. Okay, they have that, which is fine. So I guess I can continue to hold up. I guess I should just continue to hold up remand for their 3-mana plays. As much as I would like to Narset, I'm not really Narsetting into anything that like is gonna be relevant. And if they play a Dryad or a Azusa, I really need to handle it. Well, that's a little obnoxious. Gotta go to my graveyard. Yep, they're the Dryad. Alright, 4th land is really important there. Right. We're dealing ourselves a lot of damage here, but it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna counter draw this. Use our mana, and next turn I can Narset plus remand, plus hold up remand. Which, like, that's a lot of stuff. Alright. I think... Alright, I'm just gonna jam the Narset. Dude, those are both really good. I think I want the... Let's see here. So I'm going to be fetching Mystic Sanctuary and putting Cryptic on top this turn and remanding the Dryad. I think it's the Wreck. I think the mana payoff will be big here in a couple turns. The only thing is, if they have a bounce land in their hand, then remanding the Dryad's not gonna do anything, but it's gonna buy time. And I feel like they would have played a bounce land already if they had it. What is this? This is a weird tie-in deck. Where's my Cryptic at? The reason, so there's actually a reason behind that. The reason I remanded there was in case they might have been able to somehow play another non-creature spell and I could draw Force of Negation off the top, whereas there's no possible way I'm casting Cryptic that turn. That the wilt is so good. It makes it allows me to. I don't think I think the amulet's fine at this point, but Wilt can kill the Dryad, which is far more relevant. Though there's a chance that their like 6th land is gonna be a cavern, in which case I should grab the path. But that Field of Ruin's gonna, or Field of the Dead's probably gonna kill me no matter what if they do have other card. If they have a Titan. I guess I can. I guess I could like Cryptic and like bounce the field, draw a card, and then path the Titan. That's a sequence I could take. That's actually really interesting. But pathing gives them land. I think I just want the Wilt. You went 3-2 last night? That's not the worst. Especially considering, like, there are a lot of things that you were missing. I really don't think I want to Wilt this. You won a game you were significantly behind. I mean, like Oko and Uro do that, right? That's good. Okay, I'll take it. Them having Hour Promise is super interesting. What were you behind against? Like the Delver mirror? Or not mirror, because you weren't playing Delver yourself, but were you playing a Delver and you just got behind there? Because I think that happens a lot. Dark Depths? Oh, you're like always behind in that matchup. So Swords of Plasters them to death, eventually. You boarded most of your... What? Why'd you board it out? I guess now you know. Well, yeah, well, Urono could do that, right? You didn't know what they were playing? Oh, sure, you just like won game 1 and then... Sure. I really don't know what to take out. It's obvious I want these. I'm like not excited about Remand. Like it was good there, but we're basically bringing in better Remand. Didn't see creatures. Oh, they always play creatures. The green black build does. Oh, the 4-color loam deck? What? They don't really combo that fast. Huh, that's interesting. Alright, later, buddy. Ashok's really good against them, because if they can't search their deck, their Titans and things don't really do anything. I think Remand just doesn't do that much. Like, it does things, but I'm not sure how relevant those things are. I kinda want to trim Path. I think I'd rather try to remand a Dryad than Path it on turn 3. If you Path on turn 3, they just go straight to 6 mana. This hand's pretty great. We do need a land, but that's a little spooky. That's spooky. Yeah, we have Aether Gust though. Question, do I want to fetch now, or do I just want to worry about it later? I think I'll just worry about it later. Just play an island. This is a very scary start from them. They go like bounce land into Dryad. Okay, well that's not happening, which is good for us. That's pretty good. I don't think I cast it immediately though. Because honestly, I would rather kill a Dryad than an Amulet. I mean, I guess now I might just look really stupid because they might have just not had the untap land. They didn't have it? Well, now I think I do just kill it. I wonder if they're setting up for Hour of Promise next turn. I think I just pass to be safe. I guess this would be the turn to jam Narsa though, because they're not gonna. They don't have a Dryad or an Azusa. They would have played it that turn. I'm gonna grab a breeding pool, cause like I'm not gonna be casting Teferi anytime soon. I guess I could draw a path. I guess I'll grab the Holophant. I think I'm very likely just supposed to grab breeding pool there. They're just using it to cycle. Sure. I think I'm just gonna take the Factor Fiction. Or no, I think the Gus. I think Gus is better. I think just buying time is better here than trying to get fancy with trying to card advantage. If they don't have a Dryad or an Azusa here, they're in big trouble. Alright. See what this is. Ashiok. I mean, I can't think of a way that they deal with this. I don't have a reason to activate its ability. Our opponent's graveyard doesn't matter. We can target ourselves and mill and try to find a second Ura, but we already have one in our hand, so I'm not in a rush. This turns off Hour Promise. And Titan. Like, they can play a Titan here, but I could just gust it and then mill it. Cast Titan. Yep. They can't search the deck. I'm just gonna guess this. They put the Titan on the bottom? Well, I don't have to use Ashok anymore. I guess they just have more Titans in their hand. It's fine by me. I'm just not gonna play games, I'll just do it now. They put it on top this time. Just gonna mill it. I think I pass. I think the one way I lose this game is if they resolve a Dryad. I just don't want that to happen. Be very unfortunate. I think I bounced my Mystics. No, I don't want to do that. I was thinking about bouncing my Mystic Sanctuary and drawing a card. That's a really good draw. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that now. I'm not gonna bring back Uro this turn, I'm just gonna pass. I guess there's not a reason for me to shock. I should just play tapped. I'm not sure that matters, but... I guess I counterbounce this. Sure. That's fine. They couldn't draw a card because of Narset. They're not going to get the Brainstorm. I should have just let the Jace resolve, to be honest. But I'm glad we got a Veil out of their hand because it did nothing. Sure. I forgot about the Narset stopping the other thing. Alright, they're done. Alright. Off to a pretty good start here. We haven't lost a game yet, and just kind of cruising along. The Nars has been very impressive already. Way better than Teferi would have been in these games, but these are also the matchups you would prefer Narset in. So we'll see how it fares against other matchups. Alright, here for round 3, we're against Smurf. And the hand is a little awkward, but it's still pretty good. It's got Remand to buy time, it has Force of Negation, it has Wreck. Doesn't have a payoff yet. It has a Field of the Dead, so like drawing lands isn't bad, drawing spells isn't bad. Don't get me wrong, I'm not really excited about the hand, but I think it's in the keep range. Just like Remand into one of your 4-drops in 2 turns is pretty nice, and Force of Negation's a house. Alright, I'm gonna play his Field of Dead. Are you finally playing a Blue Mirror? I don't think I've played a Blue Mirror with this deck yet. Not gonna remand that. They kept it on top. I'm just gonna jam the Uro. This is gonna signal that I don't have lands, potentially. But we have Force of Negation, so I'm not concerned about them like resolving it to Teferi or something. They have a remand. So I think we're playing a Scape Shift. Yeah. My guess is we're against Scape Shift. Technically they could be another Wreck pile, but it's probably Scape Shift. More people play that than other stuff. Question, do they have an Uro here? They have a Renin 6. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'll pitch remand. Draw a land here, it's huge. So I could just pass with Factor Fiction up. Or I can jam the Wreck and hope they don't have Force of Negation. Which, like, the Scapeshift decks normally don't... They have, like, one of them. And I think this is just worth the risk here. Oh, we're playing a mirror. That's what that means. We're playing a mirror. I am gonna FOF. If they have a Cryptic, I can counter with my Force. I'm just so low on cards right now. Yeah. I hate using my Uro like that, but I just need this to happen. I think they know how big a deal hitting line drops is for us. If they do this, I'm taking the 4 pile. I hope they do this. I mean, them doing Force plus FOF would be really awkward for them, and I would just take the FOF pile and then cast FOF in my main phase. Field of Ruin has a lot of value to it, though. I think I'm supposed to just take the Foff, though. Yeah. I'm putting Mystic Sanctuary, and putting one of our Sanctuaries in the yard would also be not great. Wow, that pile sucked. So they're gonna get to do whatever they want on their turn. I expect to see at least one counter spell. I think I have to take the Wilt pile. The pad doesn't do anything, though. But the Wilt just cycles, and I think I just need that here. Yeah. I'm gonna play the island. They know our hand, but I'm gonna cycle. Actually, I guess I won't cycle the Wilt. But they can do whatever they want this turn. I still don't think I want to cycle. That really doesn't do anything. I'm really fine with draw going here. Interesting. I don't think I Foff. I think it lets them use their counter spells too well if I Foff there. Because right now they're not doing anything. Okay. I think I need to do something though. I'm probably just supposed to be patient though. Well, I can put another one on top of my deck. I kind of want to path my own zombie. I think I could actually use the extra mana next turn. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that. They're bolting, sure. They should, now I'm out of sanctuaries. Yeah. Nice. They should not have any counter spells here, so this could be a problem. I haven't hit a single cryptic this game. The Nexus. I mean, I don't care. It's like basically an explorer. Yeah, I mean, I don't even care about that. Maybe I just go to combat and just straight up attack before I do anything. Yeah, I think I just go to combat before I do anything. I'm gonna attack the Jace. I mean, I assume they have a bolt. Yeah. They still have Cryptic up, which is a slight concern. 3-man. Okay. It's actually not that big of a deal. I'd like to hit a land here. Okay. No land, it's fine. Maybe I should have just cast the Narset first. Put it on the bottom. I kind of just want to leave it in play as like this 5-mana enchantment right now. Finding Cryptic is probably too good though. I think Finding Cryptic is too good. It's not a Cryptic. Not a Cryptic. We are 23 cards deep and I haven't seen one. It's like a little annoying. I mean, it means our deck has a lot more late game gas, and I mean, they've already been through 2 of them. We're also just through more cards of our deck, so being through more cards matters a lot here. Oh no, that's so bad for us. We have to like get a Cryptic lock going of some sort. Maybe this is when I'm supposed to cycle Wilt, because Wilderness Wreck doesn't really matter anymore. Cryptic? Those are 2 really good ones. I'm just gonna take the Nexus though. I think it's just better. Ace can see it. Okay, that works. They must have not had a counterspell in their hand. Because, I mean, I was going to have 18 cards in my deck, and then I was going to Nexus and get to start attacking. And that turn, I was also going to cast another Uro here. Hit more lands. There's the Cryptics, yeah. Once we found Cryptic, it was going to be game. That mirror match feels super tricky. And those factor fictions were awkward. Like, we had to dump the Field of Ruin, and then dumping the Field of Dead means that we lose the, like, absolute end game. But luckily it didn't matter. I want the Shark Typhoon. I want Surgical. I want Veil of Summer. I want Surgical for Uro. And also, if they try Mystic Sanctuary Cryptic, it's good there too. Want the Dovin's Veto as well. Ashiok is interesting because it is good against Uro. It's good against Mystic Sanctuary, it's good against all the fetches, so it's probably worth bringing in. Gust. So it stops Wreck and Uro. But that's it? And Veil? I don't think that that's worth it. Nah, I don't think so. I don't even know how to board. I think Mana Leak's not great. I think Path is trimmable. You have to like keep some numbering because of Shark Typhoon. Um, I mean, to be honest, might only have to keep one in. You can find it kind of easily. It's like pretty good against Ura, but we're bringing in other cards for that. You can also Cryptic it or Teferi it in dire circumstances, so... I'm just not sure how necessary Leak is. Though it's like getting increasingly hard to try to fit this Ashiok into the deck. Maybe I don't nah, I think the Surgical is good. Maybe I don't care about Ashiok. I don't know if I got that in time. I might have. Let's find out. Okay, I got it in time. The biggest thing you want to do in these matchups is hit your lane drops. So like, even though this is a super lane heavy hand that doesn't do much, hitting lane drops is so important that this just works. And like we have a counter, it's a counter spell on turn 3, and it's the best answer possible to Uro. So it's not the end of the world by any means. I guess the case where it would be bad is if they have their one of Ren and 6. That's when things can get pretty bad here. Like the game would still be winnable, but alright, well they have it. I'm not gonna surgical the land. This is just like huge problem though. I don't really have a way to get it off the board either. And just now drawing the blue card is unfortunate. I mean, we kept the hand knowing that red and 6 was gonna be a problem, and they had it, so it is what it is. This is a problem. I bet they're gonna remand it. Oh, this is so bad for us. And we're just gonna lose this game. This is the disadvantage of playing Bant, is if they turn to... They have access to, like, red and 6, which is, like, the nut. They brought in Aether Gust, which is interesting. I guess they have more cards to cut because Lightning Bolt's really bad. So they have a Tarn and a Foothills. They have a Gust on top of their deck. I mean, the thing is, this thing's gonna ultimate next turn. There's not anything I can do about it. Right now, at least. I mean, there's... I don't think there's a card in my deck that does anything. 5 mana to fairy. But it'll just get countered. Yeah, I mean, I kept a risky hand. I mean, like, it's risky only if they have Ren and 6. If they didn't have Ren and 6, this game would be completely, like, just, we would have been playing Drago for forever and it's been completely even. I guess we'll see if he just instantly ultimates or not. Cause like to be honest, it might not be, like, it's a problem, but it might not be as big of a problem that you'd expect. I mean, like, it makes every single draw in their deck good, but that's true in the late game anyways. Mr. Fridge, thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well today. Well, we can't really beat that. Unless we draw one of our own. Yeah, we're just gonna get overwhelmed by this. They could have also just cast a bunch of gross files during their end step. This is game 2. I won game 1. But this game is kind of over. Like, turn 2 Ren and 6 is just, like, kind of unbeatable. They just let it resolve? What? I'm so confused. I guess if they have nothing, like they don't have cryptics or anything. I mean, we know that their hand has Foothills, Tarn, Aether Gust in it. They could have cast Op from their yard. They could do a lot of things from their yard. This is definitely how they should split it. I do not want to fetch because I want to get as many zombies as possible. That was a good draw. I'm not gonna cast Ura because I know about the Aether Gust. I'm not just gonna like spend my mana to do nothing. It's like kind of silly. That's obnoxious. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna grab Mystic Sanctuary, I'll put a Foff on top of my deck. And then I'm gonna cycle this Wilt. Alright, they're starting to use their Ren and 6 emblem. There's a lot of zombies. We know the only card we know of is Aether Gust. The other 4 are just completely unknown right now. I'm gonna cycle this thing. If they have a cryptic, I bet they're gonna cast it here. Am I fine going to 7? Well, they can just cast it again, right? Well, no, this exiles. Alright. Got the exile off, which is relevant. Now they can't cast it from the yard. I mean, we're still in like awful shape. We're not dead, it's just really bad. They still have that stupid Aether Gust. How much mana do I have? 4, 8, 9. This is so bad. I could, I think I'm gonna force a negation to Aether Gust. I mean, force negation is not great, but I think I need it. Yeah. Not excited about it. I mean, they could just sit here and bounce the Uro with Jace. Yeah. And we're gonna get some card advantage off of it, but not sure if card advantage is enough here. Yeah, sure. Yeah, after this match, for sure. How much mana I have? I have 6 mana. Alright. No problem. I'm always happy to look at stuff like that. I'm gonna remand the Uro so that they don't get to draw a card. Okay. I guess I just want to draw really bad. That was weird. So if I surgical, I die to a lightning bolt. I die to lightning bolt retrace, but I have force negation. I think I have to surgical the cryptic now though. This also lets me look at their deck. They brought an Ashiok. Annoying. They also side out a cryptic. This gives us a really good idea of how they're boarding. So they have double Aether Gust in their deck. 1 force of negation. 2 remands. So they side out a lot of counters. I guess they just trade out 2 remands for 2 Aether Gusts because they do about the same thing. They have a Snapcaster. They have 2 Shark Typhoons. So I'm gonna bring in a second path. They do have 1 Veil, which is not that many, and they only have the 1 Lightning Bolt. So they really don't have that many like counter spells or anything like that. Okay. And you can put Bolt on top. You can put Dispute on top? Okay. We got a lot of information off of that. We know they have Dispute, so I'm not gonna bother fighting over the Ashiok. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I don't think there's a single way we win this game. I'm just like eating their clock. We're 2 minutes up. That was quite the stack. Alright. Turn 2, Ren and 6, very, very, very good. It turns out. But that was that. I don't think it's worth bringing in Celestial. Oh, Aether Gust deals with Ren and 6. I didn't even think about that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I should have had Aether Gust in the first place. I still don't know about Ashiok. Like, I guess it is worth it, but I don't like trimming on Force Negation. I think that card's too good. Unless your plans to side out the Reclamations. Because if you side the Reclamations, I think cutting down on Forces makes sense, because that means you're planning to keep your mana untapped more often. Maybe take out Wilt. Yeah, I was kind of thinking of that because Gus also answers Reclamation. So Gus answers Reclamation while also answering Red and Uro. Which means I can also probably still only keep one path in and be fine. Maybe I only take out one Wilt. I kind of like having the one, because like killing Reclamation is sometimes very relevant. I guess sometimes it's nothing though. But like worst case, it cycles. But if we have Force Negation and Gus and list of other stuff, and we're on the play. I don't think I need Force Negation as bad when I'm on the play. I'm not big on Mana Leak. It's expensive for what it does. I think I guess Ashiok's kind of an oops I win button sometimes though. Yeah, I don't like it on the draw, but I think on the play it's good. I don't know, I like Remand. If we're on this axis, I'm not sure if I care about Rec then. I think on the play, just jamming Planeswalkers is probably just fine. The mana in his hand is not very great, but I'm still gonna keep it. I guess I'll play Field of the Dead first. It'll always come in tapped, and I could just draw runner lands. And there's nothing I need to Dovin's Veto on turn 2. If they play a Ren at 6, it doesn't matter, because I'll just play Ashiok. Alright. Drawing Remand makes me want to hold it up. I'm fine with draw going here. Hopefully they don't have like some ridiculous nut draw. Oh, there's a land go. Now we have double counter spell up. I'm just gonna remand that. Alright, now we're hitting our line drops. But we're like both hitting land drops, I'm not as concerned. They are counter drawing. I'm just gonna go and veto. They have force. Alright. If they have a wreck here, it's pretty bad. If they have wreck, I think we're just dead. They don't. That's a big deal. Alright, I'm gonna jam Ashok again. They only have 3 mana up. I might just Uro this time. Cause I don't really want them to counter the Ashiok. Like I want to be able to remand save it. And at this point I'm not really remanding their spells. This makes their Aether Gust live though. Yeah. I'll just put it on top. Actually, I'm gonna put it on the bottom. If we draw a land, it's too good, I think. And I'm not really gonna miss the Uro, I don't think. So their hand is Factor Fiction 2 unknowns. Alright, they're gonna draw Cryptic. Well, they have to have a way to draw a card off the top. It looks like they do. Alright, they drew Wreck. That was their draw step this turn, I guess? And we're getting pretty punished here. Because they're gonna get the FOF here. Yeah, this is really bad. Dear Lord. That Snapcaster is really good too. What a mess. I guess I should have saved my. I guess I should have not cast the Uro. I think I do this. I imagine they're gonna take whatever the 3 pile is. I think they're just gonna take whatever the 3 pile is. Unless I do this. Well, then they take Cryptic, and then I remand it. And I Ashiok and I mill them. Then they're gonna hit their 7th land. Well, remanding Cryptic's not very good for us anyways. Oh, that sucks. I think this is what I do. Alright, they took the cryptic Jace pile. Ah, the daggers. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna remand a cryptic. I'm trying to draw that land. Alright. It's a huge deal here. I'm gonna mill myself so I can try to find Uro. I mean, now their Jace doesn't matter as much. It still matters. Just not as much. They don't know about the factor fiction. So like they might use their cryptic to like tap draw or something, and then we can get the factor fiction off. The issue is I can't. Oh no, that's like super scary. Jesus. That's spooky. They missed. It's a big deal. I'm not gonna grab Mystic Sanctuary. Alright, they're tap drawing. I'm gonna FOF right now. Before they get to draw off with Cryptic. I kinda wanna take Field of the Dead. Yeah, I think I just take Field. I'm just gonna do this. And I don't know that it's worth me milling. I guess it is. Well, they're not gonna get to search a land. There's a lot of zombies. That's unfortunate. I think I mill myself again. Yeah. Because if I hit Uro. I did not hit Uro. I think I just punched their Ashiok. I think all my arrows are gone. Alright, we were gonna lose that game, but they timed out. I think I was too aggressive that game. I guess I should have held up Reman. I need to be more worried about Rec. Like, the reason to play Reclamation is because of the control mirror, so you have to continue to respect it, if that's the reason you're playing it in your deck. But they didn't have it for a couple of turns, but then they drew it. But I mean, got there either way, so I'll take being 3-0. But I don't think I played optimally. I need to play more of those matchups. Alright, we're here for round 4. We're on the play. This hand is weird. It's basically a multi-6 because double rec isn't great. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand doesn't like do what the deck wants to be doing. This hand's way better. Way better. I've run a multi-6. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna bottom a growth spiral. If we draw a 4th land, probably just gonna win. I'm playing Heath over to Field of the Dead because I'm gonna cast Growth Spiral on turn 2, and that's what I'm gonna put into play. Alright, so we're playing against, my guess would be goblins. The islet, based on the islet, I thought we were playing as prowess, but my guess is goblins. Alright, we're playing against goblins. I am very scared. If they have a Harbinger, I can't deal with it right now. I need a land. Okay. Do the land. I'm just kind of hoping that they don't have the Harbinger. If we make it out of this turn, we're in really good shape. Man, they just fetch so fast. Come on, dude. Path? Okay. I'm gonna make sure that it's not in their hand. That's stupid. That was actually dumb. Our start was so good. That was dumb. At least it gets way better post board, but that was just unfortunate. This is all removal for that hits all the goblins. This prevents them from searching their deck, so they can't actually combo through an Ashiok. Force negation doesn't do anything. Neither Remand does a little bit of stuff, but not too much. The wilts don't do anything. And there we have it. Boom. Alright. Hopefully this goes better and we don't just get murked. So they can't combo through a turn 3 Ashiok, but they can beat it down. This hand also doesn't have white mana, but if we draw a white source, then we have access to Path, which is really nice. But if they have a discard spell for its Ashiok, it really sucks. Like I said, they can also just beat it down. But if they don't have a Snoop draw, then the Ashiok is going to ruin whatever their actual plan is. I think it's worth keeping. It's just how good Ashiok is in the matchup. Like, his hand's not ideal by any means, but... They mulled a 5. I'm gonna play Breeding Pool first. I really don't want to waste my Sanctuary. So the reason I don't want to shock myself there is even if they play Snoop, I don't want to spend my turn pathing it basically. Like, I don't want to give them 4 lands here. That was a really good draw. So I can Ashiok and mill that Tarfire. I can also Purge. I think Purging makes a lot of sense here. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to Purge. Just let them draw the dead Tarfire. I have to keep like Path to Exile up at all times. Just annoying, but it is what it is. I think they're missing land drops. I would guess that they're missing land drops based on the way they kind of played that turn out. Just felt kind of weird to me. I think I'm supposed to play Ashiok here. But if they Ringleader, it's not very good. I think I'm gonna play Ashiok. I'm just gonna pass. I was probably supposed to play Flooded Strand there. I think I was supposed to play Flooded Strand there. It's fine. Alright, they didn't hit their 4th land, which is huge. It means they can't Ringleader. I'm just gonna land go, I believe. I don't see a reason to do anything. Like, I just actively want to Factor Fiction. That's what this comes down to. Alright, they definitely have Ringleaders in their hand. Yep. See what they reveal. They got a Harbinger and that's it. Goblin Chieftain. That's an interesting split. They just not think that we have removal. I'm gonna take this pile. It's much better. So I can let Ashiok go to 1 and I'm not sure that I care. Do I care if Ashiok goes to 1? Or I can just not care about the... Or I just leave Ashiok at 3. I mean, 3 and 1 are essentially the same thing here for Ashiok, right? Well, except for, I guess, if I path the ringleader, then I can, like, mill myself. That was a really good draw. And now I don't have to Mystic Sanctuary the path right here. I guess I should probably Mystic Sanctuary the FOF though, because I'm kind of running low on gas. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Well, the issue is then if they have a relic, they can relic back or whatever. I can also Field of Ruin, kill Cavern. Well, then, I'm not gonna have white mana up, but there's no way they can combo us next turn. Yeah, so I think I use my Field of Ruin here. Nab this. Yeah. Okay, get this Uro into play. That Tarn was a pretty good draw. I wonder if they have another ringleader. I'm gonna attack. I just want to draw cards. Yup. They did have pre-blocks and then they didn't use it. It's like kind of weird. I guess they were just trying to get me to respond. There wasn't a real reason for me to shock myself there. I just did it kind of without reason. Well, luckily we're not like completely dead. I just really didn't expect to get boiled there. I guess boil's not enough. Doing that before killing Ashok was like kind of a big mistake. Man, that... Welcome back. You missed me getting boiled. That's about it though. Yeah. We lost game 1 because I didn't draw a path and they turn 3 comboed. I didn't draw a path or cryptic, so I lost. But, I mean, game 2 looks good here. These attacks feel really weird to me. I'm gonna path. That's neat. I wonder if I should have gusted that. I don't think I care about it though. Oh. I mean, I kind of wish I had now, but... You're famous. Oh, I can just do it now. They're dead here. That Nexus was a pretty good draw. I think we were gonna win anyways, but... That boil was disgusting. I have to keep in mind boil. That's like gross. It makes me want remand a good amount more. I don't think I want force negation, but I think remand is like better if they're doing that nonsense. I think Ashok gets worse on a draw. It's still really good though. Like I can't take it out. Not sure what I'm saying. I literally can't take it out. I'm just gonna have to like fetch in really weird ways to make cryptic not great. So maybe I should trim a cryptic. I'm like fine having remand. It's not, so like scaring them in a sense that if you play as Saheeli, then they can't tap out, right? Because they're afraid of dying. So they always have to be holding up mana to make sure they don't die. So that allows you to actually be able to play your other non-combo card advantage spells. So it's you're pigeonholing them, basically. And those types of pigeonholes are really powerful in Magic. Because it forces your opponent to waste mana and not be mana efficient. Yeah, exactly. So like that aspect's really like good for a deck. Like if you have that element, it's really powerful. Relicate for Janus is really annoying. I think I like the trimming of Cryptic though, because I'm gonna try to fetch like Temple Garden and stuff like that a bit more. This hand's too slow. If it had a Growth Spiral in it, I would keep, or a Path, or a Celestial Purge. This hand doesn't do anything. Like, if this was in the previous hand, it would have been perfect. Alright, well this is the best hand we've drawn, but it is a 5. I'm gonna put away Wreck in one of the paths. Actually, no, I'm gonna put away a Growth Spiral. And... what do you feel about song requests? I have to be, so I don't do song requests because I don't want to play copyrighted stuff on my stream. So like the music I'm playing right now is copyright free, and I try to be very careful about those types of things. Even though the odds of me getting DMCA'd is really low because I'm such a small streamer, I abide by rules as often as I can. Yeah, so like other streams that do that, I mean technically they could get like DMCA'd and that's not fun. But yeah, I mean that's the reason why. Because otherwise I would be listening to far different music. Like this is not what I listen to in my free time. This is just like background noise for whenever I'm like talking or whatever. Or not talking, I guess. Plus, I don't want to have music. Plus, I also don't want to have music playing, not just for a Twitch aspect, but like I put most of this stuff up on YouTube. And I don't want the stuff I put up on YouTube to have any issues, because YouTube is way stricter about it than Twitch. Yeah, because I listen to like lots of like pop and rap music in my. That's what I normally listen to. So this is obviously very different. Just like chill beats. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just different. I'm like very scared of getting. I don't know. Do they have anything in their hand? Hopefully I draw a land here. Alright. I guess they just have nothing. They might have a boil. They took one of the FOFs? Interesting. Probably a ringleader. Yep. All they hit was a matron. At the moment, they cannot cast Boil. Alright, they didn't play land, so... Alright. I think I'm gonna do... I think Island Forest. I'm like so confident that they have Boil, I'm like trying to play around it. This also pads my life total, which is nice. Okay. If I were them, I'm not sure if I would do that. I mean, I'm gonna take the 4 lands. Like, I don't have that much going on, but you still kind of gotta respect it. That Gross Fire was a pretty good draw. I assume they're just gonna grab another ringleader. No, they grabbed a Sling Gang. Okay. I mean, it's like not that good for us either, but oh, they had a second ringleader? Jesus. Oh, and a second. That's so bad for us. Holy crap. Oh no. This is so bad. Their hand is, okay. Their hand is double Sling Gang. We just know that, period. Oh, this is rough. I mean, I can't counter it, but I should probably... I can remand a cycle. I can do that in the future too. This is so bad. I need Field of the Dead. Or an Uro. I think I'm I think I'm actually just dead here. Like, even if I Sanctuary Path... Oh man, this is so bad. Their draw is really good. God bless. I think I should have remanaged a cycle. Like, I think I messed up there. But I can't really Sanctuary. I think I just have to draw... Uro. Just drew another land. It's the story of my life, I guess. I can't think of a way to stay alive here. So, if they target something with Kiki Jiki, I can path it. Well, I might be able to stay alive. The issue is they're basically... 2, 4... I guess I do this. I think I'm just dead. Their draw is insane. Hitting double Sling Gang with double Ringleader and naturally having Kiki Jiku is very good. Alright, I think if I path that and then... Man, I'm just dead. Even if I path this and path this, I'm 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah, I'm just dead. Their draw is nuts that game. I guess if we had drawn Uro, we would have been fine. Or Cryptic. If I get Cryptic and tap draw, I would have been fine that game too. But we did sign out a Cryptic for this remand that sat in our hand, so we did miss. That's like a misboard right there. Because if I get Cryptic on their untap and tap, or like if I get a Cryptic last turn and gone like tap draw, that would have been a really big deal. Because then I could Mystic Sanctuary it back and like I would have been able to Cryptic lock. Yeah, that was rough. Oh well, I mean, they didn't draw any of like the snoops or anything. They drew the 4 drops, which are the hard parts to deal with. But that's that. Hopefully we can get the next one. Alright, we're here for the 5th match. And if we're playing against a deck where like Prowess, this hand's very good. If we're not playing against Prowess, it's not the best, but it hits 3 lands, and if I get Wreck plus Cryptic, I'd feel pretty good, so I'm gonna keep it. If we're playing against Tron, this hand is awful, but that's about it. Alright, we're playing as Burn. Nice. That thing is probably getting a basic plains. I'm gonna discard this Tarn. Game 1, this matchup's not the best, but post-sport it's pretty easy. Alright, so I'm gonna fetch right now. The reason is because if the Goblet Guide happens to reveal my basic planes, then I have to take 2 extra points of damage. For like, basically no reason. And it's not like I'm desperate for Lance. I'm not. The Eidolon? Sure. Alright, I'm almost certainly pathing this Eidolon. This Missy's gonna grab a breeding pool. Go ahead and path this Eidolon. We do need to draw an Uro pretty badly. And Reman's not. This Reman's not very good because we've pathed them twice, so they have a lot of mana. Hopefully they don't play a second Eidolon here. Unfortunate. This game is not going very well. I kind of just had to draw Eidolon there. That's not good. All these creatures are really rough to deal with. That was a good hit. And then an 8 here. I'm gonna have to go down to 7 next turn in order to Reclamation and hold up Cryptic. I mean, I'm just taking this. I don't know why they wouldn't do it during combat so they could get the Prowess trigger. But do they not know what Prowess is? I'm so confused. Well, I can't remand it. This Eidolon is causing some problems. That's a good one. Oh, I can't even cast Ura. I'm basically just dead this game. This is very unfortunate. If I was on the play, we would win this game pretty easily, I think. Okay. I probably drew 2 lands that whole game. And 9 spells. Unfortunate. He gets a lot better post board though. You get Purge and Winds and Gus. We bring in the Veto to counter non-creatures. Timely Reinforcements is Gas. Typhoon's a chump blocker. I think I'm gonna bring it in. Don't want Remand. 6. Not great. Don't want Narset. Don't want Wilt. Maybe Field Rune's not great against them. It doesn't really do anything. I think shaving a land is fine. 2 more cards. I think shaving a force. They're a little creature heavy. I mean, they have Incinerator. Maybe I shave like a force and like a growth spiral. I'm bringing a lot of 2-drops. I'm gonna be like wanting to play removal early rather than trying to growth spiral them. Maybe I'm supposed to cut more growth spirals, to be honest. The spirals are like really strong, but sometimes they're kind of meh. In this matchup. They're like really, really strong overall, but specifically in this matchup, they're not like dire needed. They're not dire need. I think Typhoon is likely just worth it. I'm gonna trim another growth spiral. You also often have to like fetch with growth spiral, and that's not super fun. Force negation is probably better than Dovin's Veto, actually. Like 2 mana versus 3 is relevant, but 3 versus like 2 and 3 mana are pretty close to the same in the deck. I think I do shave a force though. Alright. Let's just play first. If we draw a 3rd land, this hand's really strong. That's basically all we need. I'm gonna play the Temple Garden tapped. If I get, the Heath is very likely to get a breeding pool. Unless I draw a basic island. Like, if I draw a basic island, then I don't have to do that. Like, hopefully this Goblin guy hits a land for us. Path to Exile is a good one. Now I don't have to shock myself, which is nice. Alright, let's see what they reveal. Nice. That's huge for us. Alright, I'm gonna path the guide. Next turn I'm tapping out to play Uro. The opponent bolting me. Our opponent does know what prowess triggers are. Just didn't want them last game because he didn't need them, I guess. Alright. Breeding pool tapped. Drawing a land is nice. I guess, like, technically we can die next turn, but the odds are not very likely. Oh no. Why didn't they wait till their turn? I guess it plays around force negation to do it that way. They didn't take the They didn't take the Uro from the graveyard, so I can actually still cast this Uro because they didn't actually take it. Yeah, I guess they were playing around Force Negation, but they didn't take the Uro from the yard, so I'm like not dead technically. Am I dead? There's a chance I'm dead here. Like it's not impossible. All right, I guess I'm going to 1. Opponent's draws are insane, man. And we didn't draw a land. I guess I gotta hope they whiff off of their draw step. Oh, and the canyon draw? Technically, bounce drawing this is better than tap draw. I'm probably just dead here, though. Please don't kill me, opponent. Just let me untap. They're really trying here. If I can draw a Force Negation, I would feel so safe. No, is it the last card? Oh, okay. They're just recasting this Whisper now. Alright, well. Force Negation, please. Please draw Force. That is not a Force. It's not even remotely close. It's not even in the same neighborhood. Alright, we gotta hope their top deck was not a... burn spell. They didn't have it last turn, so it was just one draw that they had. That's it. That sucks. Our opponent's draws were insane. Our keep was really good. That sucks. I guess I could have played around that by just passing and then having Purge plus Gust. But I felt like Gusting, I guess Gusting stops any top deck. I guess I'm just not supposed to play Teferi there, and it's greedy to do that. Because if I untap, like if I untap and get to, I'm gonna use my Purge, I get to flashback Uro, I'm gonna win the game. But I also felt like only having 5 lands, I'm gonna be, unless I top deck exactly a basic land, I'm gonna be tapping out of Gust mana anyways. So I kinda need this. So I think it's better for me to take that. It just so happened that they had Skewer. I guess this putting it on top of the deck is... because then they're decking a 3-mana burn spell, but I'm putting an Uro in place, I'm gaining 3 anyways. So it's null and void. Yeah, I guess I just wasn't supposed to cast Teferi that turn. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I mean, making our money back is fine, but doing that after starting 3-0 feels real bad.